What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's Wednesday. We're going to be doing a Sword and Shield update. If you're in the spreadsheet, it is done. You can go look at all the numbers. And I just want to give my thoughts on what's going on. I'm sure a lot of you guys who own Sword and Shield, you've had a great couple of weeks. You're very excited to see a jump in net worth. And I think that a lot of these Sword and Shield boxes aren't done moving. Just based on what I'm seeing, based on the inventory out there, sell-through rate, I don't think we're done, which is kind of surprising to me because last time we had a leg up. It lasted about 2 weeks. We saw maybe a 20% gain on some of the boxes, but it could be more for some of the top sets right now. And then even some of like the A tier and B tier alternate art sets, they could even continue to move and see much higher gains than that. We'll get into what I mean, but we'll start with some of the less interesting sets, at least in my opinion. Sword and Shield base. I think there's actually 6 boxes listed now below a 20% leg up. Still 485 approximately on TCG Player, no movement because no recorded sales over the past couple weeks at this point. But I think Sword and Shield base probably not going to jump up to $600, $700 anytime soon. It's kind of staying in that like 550-ish range. It might even pull back slightly because this week a seller put up, I believe, 4 boxes around 530. So there's now, I believe, 6 total boxes below a 20% leg up. Only 1 buy it now sale over the past 7 days. I don't think Sword and Shield base is going to be doing anything crazy anytime soon. And I think a lot of the focus rightly is on the better alternate art sets right now. Next up, we will take a look at Rebel Clash. This one's still kind of in limbo. If you see on TCG Player, the market price is around $353. But on eBay, the lowest listed box is about $450. This means that if someone wants to buy Rebel Clash, they're probably going to have to pay up for it. And if that happens a couple times in a row, we don't see sellers put up new boxes around $350, $325. Someone might have to pay up, and then eventually in the future, that's going to be a new benchmark for sales on Rebel Clash. So it's still kind of in a place where we could see Rebel continue to move. I don't think it's super likely. Not a ton of these boxes sell on a weekly basis for me to get excited about it right now, but it's still kind of in a position where it could do that just because there aren't any lower listed boxes. Now, next up, Darkness Ablaze. This set is actually moving decently, up 6.63% over the past month, sitting around $265. Darkness is starting to pull away from Vivid Voltage and Battle Styles. It's kind of moving into a tier of its own in terms of collectability. There was maybe like 5 or 6 cases of Darkness listed below a 20% leg up, so below, what was that, like 315, 317. Sell-through rate, you're somewhere between like 1 and 2 boxes per day, buy it now North America. I don't think we're going to see it jump up to $300 anytime soon, but maybe towards the end of the year, Darkness being a $300 box, I think that's entirely possible. After that, Vivid Voltage, still a decent amount of supply of Vivid out there. Still up though, 6.44% on the month. So kind of just following the trend set by the better alternate art sets. It's going to not be a front runner, but if you own Vivid, I'm sure you're happy to see this. Now, before we get into the alternate art sets, I did want to jump in here and give a shout out to today's video sponsor, the Shiny app. Guys, whether you're investing in Pokemon, you collect Pokemon, it's important to know what you have at all times. That's where Shiny comes in. It's a mobile app. It helps you track your investments, whether that's sealed products, singles, or slabs. In Pokemon specifically, they cover English, Japanese, and simplified Chinese, but they also cover other games like Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic, One Piece, Disney Lorcana, Sorcery, and now Gundam. I genuinely believe the user experience is much better than their competition, and also I like that Shiny is trying to update their data more frequently than other platforms. They're updating twice daily from sources like TCG Player, eBay, Card Market, and price charting. And the best part about the app is that it's absolutely free, so I'll leave links to the Google Play and App Store in the description down below, and also throw a QR code up on screen. So thank you to Shiny for sponsoring the video. Now to move on to Battle Styles, I'm not super excited about Battle Styles at this point. There's still maybe like 10 cases below a 20% leg up. The average sell-through rate, you're maybe somewhere between like 2 and 2.5 boxes per day by now North America. I don't think Battle Style is going to go crazy anytime soon, but hey, you're still up like, what, 8.75% over the past month. Pretty decent there. Chilling Reign, this is where things get interesting. You can see here, this is the 1 month chart, up about 26%. So we've seen massive growth on Chilling Reign, and I believe it's actually overtaken Brilliant Stars at this point. Those sets were very close. I think at times Brilliant was actually higher than Chilling, but now it's definitely pulled away. The sell-through rate was very high on the box this week, and I think there's only like a case worth of boxes listed below like $600, $610. So this could see a very steep climb from around that like 400, 420 range all the way up to 600. That would be a massive move on shilling, and I don't think that's out of the picture. Now, we will see over the next couple weeks with a lot of these more expensive alternate art sets, if people start to take profits. We have seen that with Fusion Strike, which we'll get to here in a second, but it could happen with Chilling, Brilliant Stars. We have to wait and see, because right now, based on what I'm seeing, I would imagine a lot of these sets still have room to go. But if that changes, I will let you guys know in the future, obviously. But keep an eye out on Chilling Reign. Evolving Skies, I mean, there really isn't much to say here. Not a ton of boxes listed below like 28, 2,900 at this point. The box is up almost 19% over the past month, and I think it's just going to continue to go. I mean, it really doesn't seem like anything could stop Evolving Skies at this point. And I know a lot of the booster boxes are getting put away, but when we look at the pop reports, we're looking at, the theoretical data. Evolving Skies is still always up there as one of the most ripped sets currently, and maybe that's just because a lot of the Moonbryons are getting resent in for grading, but I would imagine, and I've been watching a lot of streams lately, and it does seem like Evolving Skies gets ripped a decent amount on some of these platforms. Obviously not as much as like Prismatic Evolutions or Destined Rivals now, but to say that no Evolving Skies is being ripped just simply is not true, and I am super bullish on Evolving Skies. I think it's just going to continue climbing, and at this point, I would not be surprised if we see $3,000 way before the end of the year, and maybe even like 3,500, $4,000 by the end of the year. Like, it really does seem like there's no stopping this box at this point, especially considering Team Up is now hitting $10,000. For Evolving to be almost half of that, I don't think would be unreasonable. Fusion Strike, I kind of alluded to some people taking profits on Fusion, and what I meant by that is, even though the sell-through rate was up this week on Fusion Strike compared to last week, there was a seller that put up 6 cases worth of Fusion Strike boxes, and I think that's going to slow it down just a little bit. Now, based on the sell-through rate, that amount of boxes should, in theory, be gone in about a week, which is insane, right? But if more people decide to do that, it could slow down the box a little bit more, if that makes sense. But Fusion Strike's still kind of in a position where if it runs to $1,000, $1,100, definitely would not surprise me. Brilliant Stars, it does seem like it's falling behind Chilling at this point, but not by much, like only by a little bit. There's definitely maybe like 2 to 3x the amount of boxes for Brilliant out there compared to Chilling below a 20% leg up. And that 20% leg up would, for Brilliant, is like $20, $30 less than Chilling right now, just based on market price. So even though the sell-through rate is still strong for Brilliant, I would guess, and again, this is just my guess, but at the end of this leg up, I would not be surprised if Chilling Reign is maybe like 5% higher, 10% higher than Brilliant Stars. I still think this is a box, though, that could continue to move. Like if it pushes $600, $650 by the end of this price increase, really would not surprise me. Astral Radiance, surprisingly, this is actually surprising. I know I've said that word a lot in this video, but this was the only box that was down this week out of all of the Sword and Shield boxes, only by like, what, 1 percentage point, 2 percentage points, still sitting around $366. I am curious on TCG Player, a lot of sales today around $360, $365. Based on what I see on eBay, I wouldn't be surprised if this moves up to around $400 here over the next week. The amount of boxes listed was down, and also the sell-through rate was up. It's still not selling anywhere near something like Fusion Strike or Evolving Skies or Brilliant Stars, but for Astral Radiance standards, it's definitely selling at a faster pace. So I think we're at a point, just based on the Brilliant move, the Chilling move, that Astral Radiance is going to correct, and also the Silver Tempest move, which we'll get to here in a second. Lost Origin first, though. I know the graph on TCG Player says this is about a $700 box, but for all intents and purposes, we're fairly close to $800 on Lost Origin. We're probably closer to like $775, $780 at this point. I think there's only 5 boxes listed below like 803 or something. I can't remember the exact numbers, but less than a case. Sell-through rate was still very high on Lost Origin. Again, this is a box where unless people start taking profits and slowing this down, this could reach like $900, $950, especially if Fusion pushes that 1,000, 1,100 range. We're going to see Lost Origin fairly close behind that. And then to close out the video, Silver Tempest, TCG Player has it at 404.77. If you guys are in the spreadsheet, I did the update like at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. So the number was like 399 at that point. I don't know what time TCG Player updates their data. It's probably sometime in the morning, like 10 a.m., 11 a.m., something like that. We're now over $400. on TCG Player, which is crazy for this box. And we really are at a point where Silver Tempest is starting to pull away from Astral Radiance, and I think that's going to continue. The sell-through rate is there. When you look at boxes available, sure, maybe there's a little bit less of Astral out there compared to Silver Tempest, but Silver Tempest is definitely more popular at this point. The Lugia V is up to like $350, $360 again. And I think just having that stronger top chase card, even though the set value might not be in the best spot, we're going to see Silver Tempest continue to move and stay above Astral Radiance. I don't know if it's going to catch Brilliant Stars or Chilling Reign. I think that's unlikely. Maybe long term that could happen, but I guess we'll have to wait and see what happens. Either way, guys, to sum up this video, a lot of these alt art sets, there still is not a ton of supply out there. Maybe for a couple of them, like Fusion Strike and then like Darkness Ablaze, which is an alt art set. But for a couple of the Sword and Shield boxes, we are starting to see a few sellers take profit around these new all-time highs. Will that continue for a lot of these other boxes like Brilliant Stars, Chilling Reign? I really don't think there's a lot of people sitting on cases of Evolving Skies anymore. You'd have to imagine we'd see a few cases hitting the market at this point. There probably are some whales, right? But I think the people holding cases of Evolving Skies at this point don't need the money at all. They're just playing to set and forget for the next few years. And I think that's why when I look at all these alt art sets, something like Evolving, I actually think, even though the price is super high comparatively, is going to be one of the boxes that's just going to continue moving. If other boxes slow down like Fusion, Brilliant, Chilling, it wouldn't surprise me if people still have cases of these. Obviously, Lost Origin or Silver, I imagine there's more cases out there compared to some of these other sets. But Evolving Skies, it really just seems unstoppable at this point. And until I see data to suggest otherwise, I'm going to continue to say that this box, with confidence, will continue rising. But that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me ramble on way too much in this video. Go check out Shiny. Links in the description down below. With all that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.